Welcome back, everybody. It's the Red Dirt Disciple podcast, and we have our new guest with us, John Major. Before we get started, again, I want to talk about our sponsors for this interview. The first one we have, want a big shout out and want to thank them for sponsoring this interview for John, is Soft Rock of OKC. They provide top quality rubber overlay solutions for homes and businesses in the OKC area. As a family-owned company, they prioritize customer service, expert craftsmanship, and continuous improvement. And while we talk about rubber coating, like your stuff around swimming pools and playgrounds and stuff like that, it's a rubber coating. It don't get hot. It don't get cold. You can use, year round. I actually have some of their product at my house on my back patio, and it's wonderful. I can go out in the wintertime, no shoes on, and summertime, it don't get hot. Washes right off. It's great. Ice don't stick to it. You can break it right off. But there is actually a Soft Rock of Nashville too. So anybody in the Nashville area, there's a place here, and you're interested in getting kind of rubber coating around your swimming pools or playgrounds or back patios. It hides all the imperfections in your concrete and stuff like that too. It's pretty nice. So that is our first sponsor. Our second sponsor
is cglaw.org. They do personal injury and medical malpractice, and it says that their lead lawyer is a good guy that you've known for a long time. You want to elaborate on that?
So I will elaborate on that. He lives right across the street from me.
Oh, yes. Okay. This makes sense now. I was reading it like, is this really what I'm supposed to say?
You know what? And what's funny is I never really paid attention to that.
That's hilarious.
So Cody Geyer, if you're watching, touche, my friend. Touche.
It was the perfect setup because I just went along with it.
She did. She did. That was great.
He got his plug in there.
Yeah. Cody's a good guy. He lives right across the street from me. And he's a great lawyer. So if you ever need a good lawyer, he's your guy. I'm telling you. I've used him. So, yeah. So welcome, John Major, from Nashville. Yeah.
Well, I'm from Tupelo, Mississippi.
You're from Tupelo, Mississippi, but you live currently right now. You live in Nashville.
I do.
That's what I meant. So you do live here. And how long have you lived here?
I've been living here for about 5 months.
About 5 months?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were here longer than that.
No, I've been coming back and forth for probably about 6 years.
Okay.
But I've been living here for about 5 months.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason I thought you were living here longer than that, but hey. So, well, man, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I started writing songs when I was 8 years old. And I just kind of got a knack for it, and then I picked up the guitar probably about 15 or 16. As a matter of fact, I entered in my first talent show. I had gotten in trouble, and my mom wouldn't let me get in the talent show, but the entry was $10, and every Monday I'd get $10 to take for my lunch money. So I took my $10 and used it to try out a song that I wrote, and I won my first talent show.
Wow. So. That's awesome.
That is awesome, dude. That's awesome. So you was hustling before, you even knew how to hustle.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get in trouble, though? That's what I want to know.
Oh, yeah.
I won the talent show, but I'm grounded for a while, so.
I never forget the talent show, but I'll never forget that whooping.
Yeah.
But was it worth it?
Oh, yeah.
That's right, man. I know that's right.
So many lessons at one time.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, so you got music out,
I do.
right? Yeah, on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
And you got how many songs you got out right now?
Right now, I've got 6 songs out right now.
6 songs out.
Mm-hmm.
You want to give us one?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I like starting with a song. I really do, man.
Yeah.
I've told you that, but
Heck yeah.
Mr. Andrew didn't bring his guitar, so you're already one up him. So give us a song, man.
I think he's watching in the live too.
He probably is.
He was in the chat. So.
That's okay. He knows I'm gonna give him crap.
Andrew, if you're watching, they're talking about you, not me. I didn't say a word.
But I still love you, brother. I still love you. Now that right there, you guys, if y'all are not seeing this on camera,
it's gorgeous.
And if it cannot zoom in, it's a gorgeous guitar, but this man uses it. I'm telling you right now, that is a guitar that's been worked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This Neil McCoy just signed it this past week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
That was going to be my next question. Whose signature is that?
Right.
So
Neil McCoy.
Yeah. He's a great guy.
Legend, man.
But,
a little test.
so if you don't mind, I'd like to tell you kind of how I wrote this song.
Okay.
I wanted my first song that I released to be a song that introduced who I was.
Yeah.
And I wrote this song about 8 years ago. And I played it for all my buddies back then, and nobody really cared about it. And about a year and a half ago, I played it at Moxie's on Broadway about 3 o'clock in the morning. And I said, if y'all like this song, I'll release it. And I said, if not, I'll never play it again. And this is why they got nominated last year at the Grand Ole Opry. So.
Nice.
Well, I was born and raised on a little back road on the side of Tupelo. Way on down back in the holler where the meth heads wouldn't go. But Mama and Daddy raised me up with something called a Bible and the bells. I worked on the farm in the summertime for 50 cents a bale. You wanna know who I am? I'm a southern born and bred, cornbread fed hillbilly from the South. If you ever seen my baby, she's a bad mother, shut your mouth. Was brought up past the wood line, was sipping on that muscadine wine. Bet you I beat on you ever saw. I'm a natural born grade A, backwoods outlaw. You can find me way back in the woods, picking on this flat top guitar with some good old folks where the Mississippi moon shines down in a mason jar. And if you mess with a bone, you're gonna get the horns. That's for darn sure. But if you can't roll with the big dogs, better stay on that front porch. 'Cause I'm a southern born and bred, cornbread fed hillbilly from the South. If you ever seen my baby, she's a bad mother, shut your mouth. Was brought up past the wood line, sipping on that muscadine wine. Bet you I beat on you ever saw. I'm a natural born grade A, backwoods outlaw. Of my pawpaw, got a little bit of a southern raw edge. Yes, ma'am, no sir, yeehaw. Bet you I beat on you ever saw. Yeah, I bet you I beat on you ever saw. I'm a natural born grade A, backwoods outlaw.
Go, bro.
I love it.
Thank you.
Let's go, man. I
Thank
like
you.
that. That is 100% outlaw country right there,
That's
man.
good.
Thank
Let's
you.
go, man. Let's
Man.
go. Have you met Kevin Thomas?
I have not.
You're
I
gonna
don't
get to
believe so.
tonight. He'll be here next, man.
Awesome.
You're gonna love him. You're gonna love
Thank
him.
you.
Y'all will
man.
be buddies for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. He's outlaw country all the way.
Yeah, I love that.
He's actually nominated Josie right now for outlaw.
Oh, hey.
Male vocalist outlaw, right? Yeah. So
Wow.
you'll get to meet him tonight, man.
Heck yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, him and Kevin are gonna hit it off. So good, man. So
I
good.
like too because you can write a song about being backwoods, but like if you feel it, you can tell when somebody don't really mean it, and
Yeah.
you could tell you felt that, you know.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
your intro, you said you wanted to write a song that said who you are. That was good. I like
Thank
that.
you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I grew up in a small town on the side of Tupelo in a little place called Moorville. and last time I checked, it was population 650. Well,
Right.
649 because I don't live here
Right.
anymore.
Minus one or two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. But you know, and to be honest with you, I was, you know, some people did music, but nobody was really serious about it. You know,
Yeah.
we you know, I've always kind of been taught the same old thad. You know, like you get up and you go to work and you come home and you take care of your kids or whatever, or you go through school and then find a good job and find a wife, have kids, raise them up, and then you die. I mean, like, but my only thing is that wasn't the direction that I wanted to go. And I tried that. And, you know, when I first started writing, when I got into really heavy writing songs, I'll tell you, it's the craziest way that I wrote is I would go into work at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'd start singing to myself, and I'd have a song written in my head, and by 8:30, I'd sing that song all day. Then I'd go home and play it on the guitar for 3 hours, and then I'd record it and copyright it through the Library of Congress, and I did that every day for probably the past 13, 14 years.
Wow.
So yeah, it's, you know.
So you got a hell of a catalog.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, man.
I do.
Yeah.
So how do you choose? How do you like? Which ones you take to be recorded?
Well, you know, and that's a great question. That's kind of like what I'm doing right now. Is here last year was my first year as a full-time musician.
Right.
I didn't know anything about doing any of that, but I booked all my shows off of Google search.
Yeah.
And I played 265 shows, and I was in 26 states in 2 months.
Yeah.
And, you know, what helped me out a lot there is I would go to all these places, and I would just, you know, I'd throw these songs out there. Hey, look, this is what I wrote.
What do you like?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Right. And,
Yeah.
the ones that I could tell where people could resonate to it the most
Yeah.
was, you know, the ones where I'm like, all right, well, throw that in the
Yeah.
pot, you know,
Yeah.
let's see, you know. And but I got some new music coming out pretty soon, and you know, like I said, last year was a really big year for me, and you know, I some of the songs that are going to be on my next EP actually originated from, you know, being on tour. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, we know you're right.
yeah.
So and are you inspiring to like put some of your songs out for other artists to take? Or are you trying to pitch some of your songs, or you keeping them all to yourself, or?
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I'm so down. Like, I know I've got some friends. They're like, no, man, I don't. You know, I wouldn't want to do that. But my thing is this: if you could pitch a song to, you know, somebody that's already in the business or whatever. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, not only do you build a great connection if you
Right.
get that cut.
Yeah.
But then after that, everybody in town's going to want to ride with you because you got a cut with so and so.
It's a good way to network. 100%. Yeah.
And so my plan, in general, now more than any, is what I want to do is I want to get some cuts under my belt, possibly get a publishing deal, and I want to take that. I want to take that money, and I want to, you know, or you know, from what I make off of that, and build the artist even more than I am. You know, like
Yeah.
I want to polish that up because like when I do get to the point to where, you know, I can be signed to a major label or whatever, I want to bust through the door wide open. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing to me.
It's a good plan, man. It's a good plan. I just when you said how long you been writing, how many you saw, I was like, man, what do you like? That was the first thought was like, you need to be pitching them, right?
Yeah.
So if you haven't, bro, you need to. I mean,
I've got one song that I just pitched to Aaron Lewis. Shout out to Aaron.
what's going on, man?
But
Yeah.
yeah, I just got one pitch to him, and then that song is called Cocaine Kiss.
Okay.
And then I've got another song. I've got two more songs that I just pitched to a guy that I've got a pretty good plugger now.
Yeah.
But he pitched him over to Black River Publishing Company.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Black River. That's Scotty Hastings, isn't it? Isn't that his label?
I'm not sure.
I think so. I think it Black River Scotty Hastings label. I believe it is. I believe it is, and I think there's a bunch with that label. If I'm not mistaken, it's Black River. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. We'll look it up. He's looking it up.
Thank you.
But dude, that'd be cool.
Absolutely.
That'd be real cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Look
that's
at you knowing your facts.
Oh, wow.
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 Snaps for.
I'm not so old now, am I?
Yeah, man.
Okay, we'll give you a little credit for that.
Oh man, they've been razzing me hard about my age.
Man, you're only as old as you feel.
That's right. That's what I tell everybody, and everybody thinks I'm in my 30s, so I'll take it all day long.
Heck yeah,
that's awesome, man. So you've been here for 5 months, man, and I know. I mean, the slow season was rough.
Yeah.
Slow season was rough, and it always is in Nashville, right? I mean. Right. Not a lot of people hanging out in Music Row in the wintertime. Right. So, what did you do? I mean, what do you do in the slow season? I mean, what did you do in the season? I mean, it's kind of your first slow season. Did you try to go out of the state and do some stuff, or?
Well, you know what? I love Nashville.
Yeah.
I think Nashville's a great place, and the biggest thing about Nashville, I think, is the people.
Yeah.
You know, it don't matter if these people come from Arizona or California. It's almost like it's almost kind of just like an aura when they get here. You know, they're saying y'all and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
But you know, the people are so great here. But you know, the when it comes to like playing the shows, like it's when it comes to like the slow seasons, it was a learning curve to me because I come into town and thinking, well, I'm just gonna book all these shows like I have everywhere outside of state.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case. So what I'm doing now is I'm setting up another tour.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hit the ground running on that. And what I'm gonna do is around July, August, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna book 3 months ahead of time for January, February, and March.
Yeah.
And that way, when the slow season here in Nashville, it's a busy season for me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so,
it's a good plan. Good plan.
Right. So and the thing is, what I love about here is the most is the networking is the most important here.
Right.
We talk about that all the time.
Shaking hands, talking to the right people.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the craziest thing happened to me the other day. So I'm sitting up there at this karaoke bar, and I met this guy, and he was like, "Hey, my name's Colin." I was like, "Okay, nice to meet you, Colin." Well, buddy comes up to me. He's like, "Bro, that's Colin Ray," and I'm like, "Really?"
Yeah.
And so I got to talking to him, and you know, and great guy, and you know, they had a lot of great advice, and everything else, and they're kind of helping me out a little bit too, as far as like
You've had a lot of that, man. Every time I talk to this guy, he has got the wildest stories, man.
Yeah.
And he calls me up one day. I told this story when Andrew was here. He calls me up one day and he's like, "Bro, you're not gonna believe what just happened to me." And I'm like, "What, man?" And he's like, I was at Kid Rock's place, and I was standing in line for the bathroom. It was busy, and Kid Rock was standing right next to me, and I let him cut. And he's like, I'm getting ready to leave, and I'm walking out the door, and one of his bodyguards grabbed me and said, "Hey, Kid Rock wants you at his birthday party." And I'm like, "Are you serious right now?" Like, and he's got the wildest story.
But did you go to the birthday party?
He did.
Yeah, it was great.
Do you have photos?
Kid Rock wasn't even there.
No, he wasn't even there. So what happened was when we met.
I'm like, okay, I'm listening.
Yeah, so it was at Losers. The birthday party was at Kid Rock's bar.
Okay.
But the where we met was at Losers, and we were at Losers, and he comes and bumps into me, and I turned my head and I was like, "I think I know you." And so this guy just blatantly comes out in front of him, like out of the blue. He's like, and he's guy's belligerent drunk, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm John Daly's best friend." And he's like, I'm just trying to use the bathroom. I was like, hey, bro, you go in front of me. We're cool. So anyway, he goes in front of me. I was like, but I'm about to hand him a business card.
Yeah, that's right.
So he comes out and I give him that card and or whatever. And I said, man, if you don't mind, check me out. He said, well, you know what? He said, don't be surprised when I tell you what I'm thinking. I was like, any criticism for Kid Rock is great for me. You know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I didn't hear nothing back from him or whatever. And I'm starting to walk out the door, and this big dude just like grabs my shoulder and turns me around. He's like, kid, want me to tell you that Backwoods Outlaw song was awesome. And I was like, thank you. So, yeah. And then I got to talking to some people or whatever, and so we were just kind of back and forth. I was like, you want to go to a birthday party? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
But it's, and that's the thing, too. It's just like Zach Top, like the other day. Great guy. Congratulations on this ACM Male Artist of the Year and his first #1. He was at this bar and we were all hanging out or whatever, and he's like shooting pool. And I was like, man, I was like, could you do me a favor? I was like, what? I was like, man, I don't mean to bother you. I said, if not, that's cool, whatever. I said, will you make a video for my niece? Because she loves you. Because I see him do a lot of those videos, like on TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, absolutely. And then, so I text my niece, and I was like, somebody wants to tell you good morning. She's like, no way.
I'm telling you, he's got the wildest story.
Yeah.
Man. Like, since he's been here, he's met so many people. You were hanging out with Keith Whitley's.
Oh, yeah.
And who else was it?
Keith Whitley's son and Parker Diffie. Joe
Diffie's son. Yeah,
Wow,
Joe Diffie's son.
that's crazy.
Yeah, just out of the blue, just hanging out with him.
Well, CRS is a big thing too, and I love CRS. That's probably one of my favorites. Because it gives independent artists an avenue to get to network with people.
Yeah.
And then, once you met these people, come next year, and this is my first year, but come next year, you get to see each other,
friends.
It's like seeing your old friends. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so I went up there, and I'm telling you what, so for what those that don't know, I do live in my van. Down by the Cumberland River.
In a van, down by the river.
Right.
That's a song right there in itself.
It is.
But I was, so what I would do is I couldn't pay for parking. This was at the Omni. I couldn't pay for parking. So what I did was, as I parked over at 3rd and Lindsley, and I walked 10 blocks every day for a week in boots. Well, the reason why I said boots is because I didn't have no grips at the bottom of it, and it snowed for 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I fell like 12 times. It's funny. But I would walk there, and I would get there at 12 in the afternoon, and I would stay there till 1 o'clock in the morning every day. And I was passing out business cards. I was talking to these people. I was playing in the suites. I was just having the time
grinding,
of my life.
man.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the coolest thing happened to me, I'm sitting there, and this girl comes in, and she's got a bunch of tattoos and stuff. I was like, man, this girl's just different. She's just different. I was like, I just like her vibe. And such an awesome person and great songwriter. And she plays this song, and I'm like, we should totally ride sometime. And she was like, yeah. She was like, well, follow me on Instagram. We followed each other. Later on down the road, a guy pulls me over to the side. He was like, you know who that was? I was like, who? He was like, that's Garth Brooks' daughter. I was like, no way. Oh, Allie Clean.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome.
That's
I
good
love her
stuff
to death.
right there. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. You feel like taking some questions from the chat?
Absolutely.
All right, let's see if we got any questions from the chat.
Right.
See what we got going on here. Any questions from the chat for John Major? If not, we'll continue on, but I want to give you guys a chance to interact.
We've got some people in here, so they'll probably. Who is your inspiration? It doesn't say musically, so.
God pushes me every day. You know, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's been really hard, and I've seen the devil in a lot of ways, in a lot of different forms. But you know, there's a fire deep inside me that just, that just keeps telling me to keep pushing and keep going and keep going. And like, I'm here for a purpose, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's, that alone, because without him, like I none of this would be possible.
Yeah.
And so that's definitely my biggest inspiration.
Amen.
So
That's awesome, bro.
yeah.
That's great. I mean, it you can't really put it in better. I mean, because he should be, right? He should be our greatest inspiration, 100%. And the fact that you've written so many songs, you've been doing it for so long, obviously, you know, that gift has been given to you by God, right? And so that's an awesome answer, bro. I love it.
Absolutely.
Love it, man.
And I believe this thing. I don't believe in coincidences.
Yeah.
It's like
Same.
meeting these people, and it's just like meeting y'all. You know, that's just like me and you talking and
Yeah,
stuff
man.
like that. And I believe, you know, that was God Himself.
One
Yeah.
little thing could change the path, you know, and then you run into Kid Rock, or, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you could have turned around and went the other way, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know, you might not see right then what's happening, but, you know,
Right.
someday it might reveal itself.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We got any more?
Yes. What song that you have written means the most to you, and why?
Whew.
That's a loaded question.
It is.
Kind of.
So when my dad, God rest his soul, my dad, this past February 26th, my dad passed away 4 years ago. And I relied on him for everything.
Yeah.
To tell me what to do, to get on to me when I needed it
Right.
done.
Yeah.
To, you know, whatever it was. And
He was your best friend.
exactly.
Yeah.
And my dad was strict. He was. And but when he passed away, like, I felt like I was in this world alone. Like, it was the darkest spot that I'd ever been into in my whole life. And you know, that being said, and I told you how many songs I wrote. That first year, I didn't write a song for the whole year. Not the whole year. I decided, you know, I'm just going to put this down and see whatever. But, you know, it's just in my blood. You know, sometimes I'd be at work trying to write a song in my head and not even know it. And I was like, man, I can't do this. And so I went back to my hometown. And when I did, I was moving. And I had a fifth of Jack Daniels. And I set it down on some boxes inside my music room, and all I had was a lawn chair. And I sat down in that lawn chair, and I was moving my guitar in, and I said, you know what? I said, I'm going to write a song. So I shut the door, and I turned the lights off because I wanted all my focus to be in that. And the song, the first thing that came out of me was, every time there's a fight, she's the first one that blames me, but she don't love you like I do. And on the day your daddy died and you was too tough to cry, who's the one you really held on to? And it was a song that I wrote called Your Favorite Whiskey.
Wow.
And it got 500,000 views on TikTok.
Wow.
But it was, it was.
Why don't you play it for us?
All right.
Let's go.
Also, the chat says you are so humble that you have your priorities in order.
Thank you so much.
They love that.
Yeah.
The Lord being your inspiration, that really spoke to
Absolutely.
them. So
Amen. It's awesome.
Every time there's a fight, she's the first one that blames me. But she don't love you like I do. On the day your daddy died and you were too tough to cry, who's the one you held on to. I've always had your back, and that's a fact. Even though you curse my name, don't believe all the lies when they try and tell you your problems will be the same. 'Cause I've helped you through heartbreaks and hiccups in the back of your pickup with that girl you love so much. You'd hold me and kiss me. I know that you miss me. Sincerely, your favorite whiskey. Why don't you answer my calls? I thought last night was fun. Even strangers were singing along. If I remember right, I gave you courage to get up here and sing all of your songs. You'll never be nothing, you're worthless and scum unless you take my hand. Who you joking? What the hell are you smoking? Do you really think you're a man? 'Cause I've helped you through heartbreaks and hiccups in the back of your pickup with that girl you love so much. You'd hold me and kiss me. I know that you miss me. Sincerely, your favorite whiskey.
I just got chills, man. Let's go. Let's go.
That's what they call
That's what's
raw.
up.
Can I say that? That's raw.
Raw. That is raw. 100%. You can't explain it any other way, man.
Yeah.
What
That's
a great
good.
song, bro.
I get why it has 500,000 views on it. It's good.
Yeah, man. You know, I've heard you play, and you listen to your music, but dude, the emotion, the raw, like the emotion you put into just watching you live right here is just, it's touching, bro.
Yeah, thanks,
it is.
man.
It is, man. I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Well,
Keep that passion, man, because you're gonna go far with it, man.
Yeah.
The humbleness and the passion is 100%.
Absolutely, and the humbleness is something that I've really, it's always kind of been a natural thing. And my honest thing is something my dad always told me: it don't cost a dime to be nice to somebody.
that's right.
Yeah, that's
You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just everybody else is we're in the same boat, trying to make it the best way we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not going to make it out this world alive, so it's might as well make all the smiles and make all the friends you can get. So.
That's right, man.
That's so
right.
sweet. I love that. We're buddies already. I love that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Man.
Maybe y'all should write something.
Yeah.
I'm down.
That's right.
I've been trying to get her to write a song with me. She won't do it. She's like, you said.
No.
That's and I'm not gonna lie to you, that is one of my favorites. Like, I love to be able to write songs, but it's just like what you said, about getting chills and stuff. And the most rewarding that I get off of playing shows is when I go to a show and it's something that I wrote about my life. Like, that's just like this song, that song. I didn't write that for anybody but me.
Right.
And like, I didn't know if anybody was gonna like it or what. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I wrote that song for me. But it made sense after I posted and stuff, because the way that you feel about something, there's thousands of other people that's either been in the same situation or been close before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I feel like a lot of times too, as artists and writers, we get to be the voice for other people that can't say what we say.
Exactly.
That's what an honor. It's a
absolutely.
huge honor.
Yeah.
So I completely feel what you're saying there.
Yeah.
I think that's I really think that that's why a lot of people. And I've heard people say, that a lot of times they don't. Some people don't know how to relate to musicians.
Right.
Like that's just something that I guess has been a God given talent God's given me because I've always related to musicians. I'm not a musician myself. I'm a lyricist. I can write. I can sing a little bit, but I don't. I don't consider myself a musician. I don't play an instrument. I don't. So, but. But I've always been able to relate to musicians. But you hear people say musicians are kind of weird, like, well, they're not weird.
I like that giggle. That was great.
Like, yeah, you've heard it before, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I was like, is John agreeing or not agreeing?
No,
what are we feeling here?
You've heard it before, yeah. So my thing is, but it's because they don't know how to relate to you guys,
right.
But at the same time, y'all know how to relate to them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really ironic, I guess. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
So, that's neat stuff, man.
Yeah, and and I feel like, and back to me laughing is because a long time ago I was just a welder.
Yeah.
That sung inside of a shop.
Yeah.
Right.
They got on everybody's nerves. You know what I mean?
You were the weird guy.
Yeah, I was the weird
He's
guy.
always singing. He's
So
weird.
yeah, right. And it was like, yeah. The guy doesn't talk to anybody on break. He just sings all day long.
Yeah.
And that I never, I'm gonna be honest with you, like growing up as a kid, I didn't really ask. So I didn't really try to be a poet, if that makes any sense.
Right.
But there's just like, I can't remember this whole song, but like the first song that I ever wrote was she stole my bicycle and all she left was a Snickers wrapper or something like that. But it's just like, I just thought it was cool.
Yeah.
But and now, I mean, just like I told you, like that going a whole year with not writing at all, but it was still something that, keep going, like.
I mean, we all go through a wilderness period,
Absolutely.
And sometimes when we go through that wilderness period, that's a growing pain.
Right.
And once we overcome that growing pain, then we're stronger. And it's just coming out of the wilderness, man. So
Yeah. It's and you know what? Things were really rocky there for a little bit, but like I said, again, I think the beginning of this year was a big learning curve for me.
Yeah.
But here lately, I have so when I'm playing music, I help out a nonprofit organization called Check a Vet. It brings awareness and education to veterans about veteran suicide.
Right.
And they set up a team and everything else. And I've been going with them to the NASCAR races.
Yeah.
So I've been in Bristol, Texas Motor Speedway. I've been in Charlotte was last weekend, and this weekend was Nashville.
Right.
And so, I'll play over there in the fan zone and stuff like that and hang out and, and it's kind of like a winner. We bring people in, I play some and brings people in and, a lot of the veterans and stuff will come in and, just kind of hang out and kind of learn more about the nonprofit. So
Right on, man.
Yeah.
Right on. So what do you got? What do you got coming up? What big things you got coming up?
All right. So I'm still waiting. I'm praying. With the Josie Awards, I got nominated last year.
Yeah.
And I released my whole album, Backwoods Outlaw.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm kind of waiting, kind of praying about that. And then I'm going to be going on tour, or I would say mid-June or early July. And I'm going back on tour. And I'm going to come home. I'm going to be on tour for like a month or so. And I'm going to come back home, come back to Nashville, and I'm going to be here, and I'm going to network, and I'm going to shake hands and everything else for about a week, and I'm finna go back on the road again, because,
Awesome.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think that's the, again, I feel like the networking part is probably my best friend right now.
But and nobody's going to do it for you, man.
Exactly.
Nobody's going to do it for you. I mean, you got people to help you along the way.
Yeah.
You know, you'll have opportunities, but nobody's going to do it for you. Right. Yeah. So, if there's no takeaways from anybody watching that's an aspiring musician right now, nobody's going to do it for you. I mean, you got to get out there. You got to grind. You got to hustle. You got to network.
It's a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's a job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I'd like to add this as well. What last year when I played 265 shows, what I did was I would Google live music in Franklin, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And I would call up every place, every bar, every restaurant, every coffee shop in that town and wait till one person said yes and I'd go play there.
Right.
But it goes to show, and I learned this the hard way, but a man can make a living off of picking up cans off the side of the road if he's willing to work.
Yeah.
Right.
Amen.
So,
yeah,
absolutely.
Hard work and dedication.
Yeah.
If you're dedicated to it, you're going to make money at it. You know, eventually.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah.
it just takes hard work, dedication for sure.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man.
Amen. That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, man.
Thanks.
I'm
man.
proud of you.
I appreciate
really
that. It really means a lot.
You know, you I've seen you through some ups and downs. And so to see your positivity all the time, no matter what you're going through, man, that tells me your faith's in the right place and your heart's in the right place. So just keep that up, man. Hang on to that, brother.
Yeah.
Hang on to that.
Absolutely.
And but yeah. You got anything else?
I was looking to see if we had any more questions.
Yeah, I think we just we just did a couple. We got any more questions in the chat?
We do.
Is that Jack Brassfield? Jack Brassfield in the chat. I know he's got to have some questions.
He said, have you had any cuts? But we talked about that a little bit ago.
Yeah, he may not have been in here. He's got a full album released out on all streaming platforms. Jack. And for those that don't know, Jack Brassfield, good friend of mine, Tulsa, Oklahoma, songwriter.
Nice.
So he's a good dude. He's got a Coney place downtown Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's called Jack's Coney Island.
Okay.
It's the best hot dogs in town.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
There's your little shameless plug, Jack. Love you, brother.
Yeah.
I'm hungry now.
I know, right?
Dang.
Hey, bring us some.
DoorDash.
DoorDash. It's gonna be a long trip.
Yeah.
Okay, they said, what would be your all-time place that you would like to play, and with who?
My all-time place would like to be, I'd say it's Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
You know, that's always the biggest dream. And, you know, I got to tour the Grand Ole Opry last year. And as you go into the Grand Ole Opry, for those of y'all that's never been.
I'm going this week.
When you go tour it, they take you around and they show you the history. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, I was in tears the whole time. I'm squalling like a baby. I'm the last guy in line. And I'm like, my song Backwoods Outlaw just got, was on Center Stage magazine. And I was number one in Center Stage magazine for like a week. And, it's just so much was going on. And I walked up, and as you walk out, you stand in the circle and they take your picture. And as I walked through the curtain, and I seen all those church pews, and I looked down at the floor, and I seen this lady standing up with a camera. And she was like, "Well, you not gonna stand in the circle and get your picture took?" I said, "No, I'm gonna be back with my guitar."
That's right.
So
yeah,
you know, it's that's probably the most iconic. Now, if I was gonna play with anybody, shout out to Justin Moore, because if it wasn't for him, I don't know if I'd have as much as drive as that. That's definitely my all-time hero. When I was 22 years old, I got to meet him for the first time, and he had this the Off the Beaten Path tour. I'll never forget that, in Tupelo, Mississippi. And I went over there, and I didn't know nothing about the music business, but I went up to him. I said, "Hey, Justin," I said, "listen to me real quick." I said, "You got a song called Oh Redneck Reason?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "You and Charlie Daniels?" I said, "Yeah." And I said, he said, "You're the only person that I know that has the longest intros." And I said, "I wrote a little something." And I said, "Man, if you like it," I said, "it's cool." I said, "I just want to know where I'm at in life. That's all I want to know." And I did it, and he loved it. You mind if I play it for you?
No, go ahead. I was fixing to tell you. Let's play it. Let's go. You ain't even got to ask, brother. This is all about you.
So they played the Old Redneck Reason, and I said, "Justin," I said, I got this," and I said, "I want, if you don't mind, give it a listen." Of course, I did it on a cappella. We was at the meet and greet, but it kind of went a little something like this. "Well, I work 40 plus down at the local mill. I get my beer from the county line and my liquor from a moonshine still. You best believe on a Friday, well, I'm gonna have me a few. And maybe I shouldn't get rowdy, but for some old redneck reason I do." So yeah.
Let's go.
But yeah.
You loved it, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, that's the first thing he said. He's like, "Dude, I love that." And so now, out of coincidence, craziness, I was in Arkansas, and I called up this country club in Arkansas. I was like, "Can I come play up there?" And I said, "Of course you can." I was like, "Come on." I was like, "All right, cool. I'll be there." It's Justin Moore's a member at that country club. I was like, "What?" Yeah, it's in Malvern, Arkansas. It's right on the side of his hometown's right on the side of Little Poen.
Yeah.
And they was like, "Yeah, we see Justin all the time. He's always in here," and he comes in here all the time, and I'm like, one day he's gonna come in there when I play.
It's kind of like a full circle moment, you know.
It absolutely would.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm such a Justin Moore fan, and I guess is because I feel like he stayed true to his roots, you know?
Yeah.
He's a dad, he's a coach, you know, and he's a country artist, you know, and he's a man of God, and everything about the guy is just great. And, you know, starting out, you know, I always said I want to be just like that guy. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask you, you know, so we talked about your biggest influence being God, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna ask you who your biggest musical influence, but I think you just answered that. Right?
The chat wanted to know that too, but now we know that answer.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that's good stuff, bro. That's good stuff, man.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about this guitar, man, because I keep looking at it and I'm like, man, it's such a beautiful piece, but man, you can tell it's had some work.
Yeah, she's been through a lot. So I named this guitar Carrie off of Carrie Underwood.
Okay.
And
was that because you secretly got a crush for her? Or what?
Oh yeah.
He said this is no secret crush.
Yeah.
It's no secret.
Let's just put it out there.
Let's just put it out there.
Absolutely, yeah, man.
Carrie, if you're listening.
Absolutely.
Hashtag Carrie Underwood.
Yeah.
Hashtag American Idol.
Let's go.
Right. But so I actually I got this guitar probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and I've probably played, I don't know, roughly 500 shows with it. It's always kind of been by my side, and everybody asks me, "Well, how many guitars you got?" I say one. And it is the truth, because you know, I can only play one at a time, but I don't really have the money to get another one. But this one right here it's been really special to me. I wrote so many songs on it, and she's been banged up a lot. So this part right here, where this happened was, so I was a welder 10 years, and I welded my own guitar stand out of horseshoes.
Okay.
And I had it all set up, and I had like 1-inch pop for like going up and down like the neck, and then kind of bucked out. But the horseshoes were like what were holding it. And then a horseshoe is what kind of fell into place.
Right.
Well, I had it all set up, and I was gonna go get some Flex Seal and some stuff just to keep it soft so I wouldn't scratch it up.
Rubberize it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I had a dog. My dog jumped on me, and she like knocked it over, and like it chipped a little bit. And as I was playing at my shows and stuff, I would hit that thing, and it would like chip off, and I'm like, golly.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It adds character.
Yeah,
Right.
now you got a story to tell, man. That's yeah.
I've got a nick in my front like that too. Not quite that big, but I've got one in a very similar spot.
In your new one?
Yes.
What?
Again, I have a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It don't take long to get Mama's stuff messed up.
Yeah.
I understand that.
This
But
is
now
true.
it stays
This is
in the
true.
case, so
She's been a little bit everywhere. I've last night I got to hang out in the infield at NASCAR at Nashville Super Speedway, which is really cool. Never seen anything like that in my life.
Yeah.
We could throw a rock and it hit one of the cars.
oh gosh.
And as a matter of fact, they actually had somebody spin out right in front of us. I'm like, oh my God,
He said, "Do I need to run?"
right. But yeah, and I actually woke up this morning with it in my hand.
Well, righty then.
Yeah, so it was crazy, but it's been my best friend. That's
So not only is it named Carrie, but you sleep with it too.
yeah. Oh man, like you ought to see us when we have arguments, man.
Come on. That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff, man. Well, hey, we got these cherries here, man. They're sitting here.
Absolutely, dude.
We got a toast to do. Get your drink there, Missy.
This is lemonade, everybody everybody watching.
For everybody watching,
This is lemonade.
she's the designated driver tonight.
That's right.
So here's the country music and good friends, guys. Appreciate
Cheers.
y'all coming.
Thank you.
And we're gonna do these cherries here.
All right.
Can I get a yeehaw?
Good stuff. Yeah, man. Right there, guys. Tennessee Shine right there. You can go over here to the Opry Mall and pick them up.
Well, those are great. Absolutely.
He said definitely.
So,
Yeah.
well, John, man, it was great. It was a pleasure having you tonight, man. I'm glad you came and made the trip up here to the studio, hang out with us. Been talking for quite a while.
Yeah.
Finally get to meet you in person and
Yeah.
got to hug your neck. And
Dude.
that's it's all about networking, right?
Yeah.
That's what we've been doing for months. So,
Yeah, man, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate you being the words of wisdom. There's a lot of times where I wasn't have such good days, and you were there to have somebody to talk to. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of times when the worst place that I've ever been is in my own head, and when I had to learn here recently, is like I have to surround myself with people, because when I'm stagnant, when I'm still. It's a place I don't like to be in, but I love to be able to, I really appreciate you, and was a huge blessing to get advice from you and have you cheer me up along the way. I was in a really dark spot, and and I will say this, man, if there's anything you need, I got you back.
I'm always a phone call away, brother.
Heck yeah,
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a lot, brother.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for coming in. So
Heck yeah.
just remember this, guys. I love you. Jesus loves you. Stay humble. Hustle hard. Let's go.